Hey there people, it's your favorite WeedleTwineedle bringing you guys another Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battle. Now I do apologize for the lack of enthusiasm in my voice. It is not because we're playing the boring Sword and Shield. Believe it or not, that's not actually the reason. It's because I'm actually sick with a fever. So I do apologize if I do sound less enthusiastic than I normally do in my videos. Today we're utilizing a team revolving around Court Change with Toxic Spikes. I attempted to use this same sort of team with Sticky Webs, however Game Freak was smarter than me and they were like, nope. We know what you doing, we're not gonna let you use reverse Sticky Webs with Defiant or Competitive, so I pretty much gave up hope on using Court Change meme teams. Then you guys were like, no Weedle, don't give up, you can use reverse T-Spikes, it's totally viable. And I'm like,
bitch, where?
The two guts users in this game, you know, we have a lot of room to work with. We used to have a lot more potential with reverse T-Spikes. We had like Poison Heal Breloom, we had like Refrigerate and like Galvanized Facade we could use. But yeah, let's check my opponent's team real quick. And he has a Rain team. This is actually a very threatening matchup for me to deal with because, you know, my water resist is Cramorant, and Cramorant isn't going to be doing too much against this Rain team. So I'm likely going to lose this battle immediately, but I'm still going to try my best, and he picked his lead very quickly. Okay, so lead matchup, I'm expecting him to lead off with Pelipper because that's what most Rain team users do, and since he picked his lead very quickly, I'm assuming it is Pelipper, though it could be Ferrothorn for him reading my like electric type lead. So I'm still going to play it safe here and lead off with my Testicles, which is my T-Spike user on the team, because I want to lay up my T-Spikes as soon as possible just so I can Court Change them, because that's the whole idea behind this team. And why does my Conkeldurr have a big root? Why do you have a big root, my friend? I did not give you a big root. I swore I gave this AV. No, why do you have big roots? I must have misclicked this in my bag or something. I'm pretty sure Assault Vest and Big Root are right next to each other in the bag, so I must have misclicked this. But hey, at least it works with Drain Punch, so it's viable, right? Well, let's get right into this battle right here against this Rain team. I'm expecting my opponent to lead off with Pelipper, that's my guess, but he could lead off with anything, to be honest. So let's get into this battle. We're challenged by Felix, who has the 420 jersey number, and he didn't even modify his trainer card, so you can see how original and creative my opponent is here today. So let's get into this battle against Felix. So my opponent's going to lead off with Mailbox, the Pelipper. Okay, he leads off with Pelipper, so we did get the lead matchup correct. I lead off with my Penurchin, my Testicles, because Game Freak lets you nickname stuff Testicles and Anal Beads, but you can't nickname something Fart. No, that'd be too much. That'd be way too much. So we're going to set up the Electric Terrain, which is really good for us. That's really nice for Jolteon, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure his team is quite weak to Jolteon. Like, his electric resistance is Ferrothorn, and overall, I feel like I can do a lot of work here with Jolteon if I am able to get up the reverse T-Spike. So turn one, we are clicking T-Spikes. I don't want to waste too much time thinking of my moves because the 20-minute battle timer is going to get to us if we do think about our moves. So we got to make our moves like fast, otherwise we'll run out of time. So he brings in Ferrothorn on my Penurchin as I lay out the T-Spikes, get some Verlisify on his side of the field. However, it is time to get Verlisify on our side of the field by bringing in our Soccer Mom to go for the Court Change. However, wait a minute, what if he double switches into a water type, predicting me to bring in my Cinderace, and I just automatically lose the game? That would be really bad. I'm assuming my opponent's not going to do that because he is a Rain user, and Rain users aren't typically the most intelligent players. So we're just going to assume he's going to stay in here and hope to God he does not go for a double switch. So we're going to switch out a Penurchin and bring in Cinderace, and here's the play. If he double switches here, we automatically lose the game, but if he stays in, we have a shot. As thankfully he stays in and goes for Spikes with this Ferrothorn, so that's really nice for me. We'll be able to go for Court Change right here and just get the T-Spikes on my side of the field and the Spikes on his side of the field. And he could predict that and stay in. I am kind of thinking about that. However, I do think he's going to switch out or go for a Spike again. And either way, I need to get up the T-Spikes on my side of the field. I don't really care if he predicts the Court Change because my team literally revolves around having T-Spikes on my side of the field. So I need to get T-Spikes up as soon as possible. So my opponent's going to switch out right here and bring in I Bite. Is that Dracovish? Nope, that is Dreadnought. Shiny Dreadnought, as a matter of fact. My opponent has a lot of shinies. He must be a really good shiny hunter. But yeah, he's going to get hit by T-Spike, so it's actually really good for me as now we're able to go for the Court Change and get the T-Spikes on my side of the field. So now the toxicity is on my team, and considering how bad my team is, having Verlisify on my side of the field is quite relevant because my team is pretty bad Now, I don't really have a switch into this Dreadnought. I'm going to get my Thrusty busted by this water attack. What? I could bring in Thrusty here. However, I don't think that's the right play. I think the play here is to just stay in, hope he goes for Sword Stance or something, as he's just going to knock me out with Liquidation. Okay, that's fair enough. So down goes my Cinder Ace. The Cinder Ace doesn't seem to be too useful against a Rain team, so down goes my Cinder Ace, which is perfectly fine with me. My Soccer Mom got the Court Change off, so that's all it's really used for on this team right here. And now I can actually bring out my Jolteon because I will have Quick Feet, as you can see. I'm using Quick Feet Jolteon because this is like the only other way you can abuse T-Spikes in Gen 8 instead of Guts. You can use Quick Feet because they took out Poison Heal, Breathe, they took out, you know, Galvanize and Refrigerate Facade, so we don't really have much to work with here. So we're going to bring a Jolteon right here. And we do have the Quick Feet, so we should outspeed my opponent right here. So I'm going to click Volt Switch. If my opponent stays in, he is underestimating Jolteon's speed, but if he switches out, he's kind of intelligent, so we'll see what my opponent wants to do right here. We're going to assume he's going to go for the switch into Ferrothorn, knowing I'm Quick Feet on Jolteon, but we'll see what my opponent wants to do right here. He actually stays in and lets me knock him out with the Volt Switch. That is amazing for me. That is really, really good. So down goes I Bite the Dreadnought to my Jolteon. And now I gotta choose a Pokemon to Volt Switch into. I think the most expendable mon right now is Testicles because he's gonna bring in a Water type and just one-shot something on my team. And I want to get offensive momentum for sure with Jolteon, so I think the play is to sack off my Testicles right here because I don't think they're gonna be too useful anymore because I already got the T-Spikes up and I just want to sack off something to his Water type. So we're gonna bring Testicles, get poisoned by the T-Spikes, and unfortunately take some damage as well from the Toxic, or not Toxic, just the regular poison. And now my opponent's probably going to bring in, like, Dracovish or something. That's my guess. Because he wants to knock me out, right? So let's see. He actually brings in Cramorant, the Ferrothorn again. Wait a minute. This is actually really good for me. This is actually really good for me because now what I can do is just set up another T-Spike because, wait, hold up. Look at his team. His team is actually really, really weak to T-Spikes. His team's actually extremely weak to T-Spikes. So I think the play here is to just go for another T-Spike. He could potentially have Defog on Pelipper. I don't know if Pelipper gets Defog in this game. He actually goes for Leech Seed right here, so that's actually really good for me. I'm surprised he didn't go for more entry hazards, though I guess he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to give me a free switch into like Conkeldurr or something, which I could totally understand. But yeah, he goes for Leech Seed, and this Ferrothorn is going to be quite annoying to deal with. Unless I bring in my Obstagoon or my Big Root Conkeldurr, there's not much I can really do against this Pokemon. So I am going to hard switch into Conkeldurr this turn because staying in right here isn't too advantageous for me. And if I can keep my Pokemon alive for Death Fodder, that is really ideal for me. So I'm going to bring in my clown emoji right here on the Ferrothorn and just hope to God that we can get something going on here. And see what my opponent wants to do. He does stay in because he is actually faster than Pinerchin, so he does stay in, which is pretty funny. Ferrothorn actually outspeeds something for the first time in its life because Pinerchin is actually that slow. My opponent's going to go for a Power Sweep here. Rose Weep! That's a Yu Hakusho reference. I'm sorry to hit you guys with the weeb stuff. So we're going to live the power up, not too nicely. And now he's definitely switching out, right? So his fighting resist is Pelipper and Mimikyu. And if I give Mimikyu a free switch in, I pretty much auto-lose. So I think I'm clicking Ice Punch here on the off chance he brings in Pelipper and or Mimikyu. If he brings in Pelipper, it's not the end of the world. He just wastes his rain turns. And I should have checked how many rain turns were left. Crap, I should have done that. I definitely forgot about that. So he brings in Peekaboo. That's Mimikyu. Shiny Mimikyu as well. My opponent has a lot of shinies right here. He's probably a better shiny hunter than A-Driver himself. But yeah, he's going to get hit by T-Spikes. We're going to break his disguise with the Ice Punch. That was a really good play on my part. Because if I did Drain Punch into his Mimikyu, his disguise would still be intact. And I'd be in a pretty bad position because my team is very weak to Mimikyu in general. And Rain actually stops here. So, okay. That's... I didn't even need to check. It just stops right there. He's going to get hit by T-Spikes. And I'm going to get hit by T-Spike. And now I want to save Conkeldurr. It is pretty weak, so it can't really switch into anything. However, the Guts boosted Mach Punch will come in clutch for sure. So what I'm going to do is sack off my Pinerchin because Pinerchin is the most expendable member at this point, I do believe. And it should be able to tank a player off, maybe. So we're going to switch out right here and bring out the Testicles that Pinerchin again, as my opponent's probably going to go for a play rough right here. And if he does, that's fine, because he'll take some more poison damage and we'll be able to revenge kill it with Jolteon thanks to Electric Terrain. But yeah, my opponent's gonna go for a Swords Dance right here. That was not what I was expecting. Okay, that got very scary very quickly. However, we do have Sucker Punch on Pinurchin, so we should be able to chip this thing down a little bit. And since he is poisoned, he can't really sweep my entire team, so that's good for us. We're just going to go for the Sucker Punch, because that is my play of choice right here for sure. If he goes for Shadow Sneak predicting Sucker Punch, amazing play, but I highly doubt he's going to expect the Sucker Punch from Pinurchin of all things, so yeah, we're able to hit this Mimikyu with the Sucker Punch and do some decent damage. It didn't do too much damage, but it did do okay damage, and now Testicles, unfortunately, are gonna go down. So down goes my Testicles. Very tragic for us, but at the very least, he's gonna die from Life Orb and Poison, maybe? Yes, he died. Okay, so down goes Mimikyu. We didn't take too many casualties. We just lost our Testicles, which is fine. Here I'm gonna bring in my Godspeed, my Jolteon, because he's definitely gonna bring in Pelipper to reset up the rain. There's no doubt about that in my mind. He is definitely bringing in the Pelipper. So yeah, he does bring in Mailbox. That is Pelipper. I wonder what the reference is there with the Mailbox name. I'm gonna bring in Godspeed, the Jolteon, and Jolteon in Electric Terrain is actually really threatening to my opponent's team, which is why I'm glad I brought Jolteon in this game. I didn't think I would face against the Rain team, but Jolteon's actually gonna be the MVP of this battle, which is hilarious. I kind of want to Volt Switch here again because he has no Electric Immunity. However, he's gonna bring in Ferrothorn for sure. And Electro Ball does more damage based on how much faster you are than the opponent. So I'm clicking Electro Ball right here. And if my opponent does switch into Ferrothorn, I think it'll do decent damage because it is 150 base power, considering Ferrothorn's slow as heck. And I can just go for Electro Ball. It'll probably do like 40% max, but it'll still chip down the Ferrothorn. I just want to see how much damage this will do to Ferrothorn. So Godspeed's going to hit the Electro Ball. And oh my, that damage! I gotta save that clip. Okay, I know I'm using the Nintendo Switch recording feature because I want to, and in case like the OBS messes up the recording or something, I just want to keep that clip for future reference. And now I can just go for Electro Ball again. I'm pretty sure this Ferrothorn's going to die no matter what, so I'm just going to go for it again right here, and that should knock him out, judging by that damage roll. Hopefully this knocks it out. Yep, and 2-hit KO'd a Ferrothorn thanks to Spike. So down goes the Ferrothorn to a Jolteon. Y'all are talking so much trash about Jolteon, but Jolteon just soloed a Ferrothorn. So, like, Jolteon is the MVP right here. So I think Jolteon can actually clean up this game because I forgot my opponent has left. He has Pelipper, he has another Rain Abuser, and Dracovish. I forgot what the other Rain Abuser was. So my opponent's probably going to bring out the iBite. Is that Dreadnought again? Oh no, it's Dracovish. Okay, he has Dracovish named iBite as well. I was like, I thought I killed Dreadnought already. I was so confused. But yeah, he brings in the Dracovish right here. The very balanced and very skillful Pokemon. I just want Electro Ball again. This should knock him out. But I feel like I shouldn't stay in. So I think the safe play right here is to bring in my Thrussie or to sack off Conkeldurr, though I think keeping Conkeldurr is just the best call. So I'm actually going to pull a switch into my Thrussie here as Death Fodder. I don't think Thrussie is going to be too useful here, but yeah, we're going to bring in Thrussie, the Cramorant, and my opponent is probably just going to go for Fish's Rend. Nope, he went for Dynamax. See, I knew switching out was the right call, so very glad I made that call on switching out because Electro Ball definitely would not have knocked out a Dracovish once it went for the Dynamax stuff because Dynamax is a fair and balanced mechanic. So he is going to Dynamax his Dracovish, and now I'm probably going to get knocked out by like a Fisher's Rend max move attack. But let's see, my opponent's going to go for a Max Geyser right here, as he should be able to tank it okay. Ouch! Okay, I did a lot more damage than I was expecting, but if he is Choice Scarf on the Dracovish, which he probably is, the Dynamax means that the Choice Scarf is gone. So if we're able to go for Stockpile right here and live the next attack, that'd be amazing. I kind of want to go for Stockpile right here, because if I Roost and I just get outsped, there's just no point anyway. And we actually do outspeed the Dracovish. That is really good for us. Okay. We'll take that. We're able to go for a Stockpile, get our defenses up, and this set is just mainly on this team to abuse T-Spikes in case I can't Core Change the T-Spikes, and Max Darkness is not able to knock us out. Okay, this is actually really good for us. He's going to lower my Special D, which is pretty bad actually. Not that it really matters for this Dracovish, but yeah, we're actually doing pretty good right now. I'm just going to Roost right here. No reason not to. This Pokemon is so funny. Cramorant, it's actually going to solo this Dracovish right here. Well, maybe not. Once the Dynamax wears off, he'll probably be able to knock me out with a Vicious Rend once he's, you know, faster than me. Because I'm assuming he's Choice Scarf on this team. He might be, like, Choice Band or something. I don't know. He goes for Max Mindstorm this time. Okay. I should be able to live that. As we're able to live that, like, my opponent is kind of wasting his Dynamax right here. This is really good for me. Like, I will take this any day. I think the Dynamax is going to wear off this turn, so Cramorant just successfully stalled out a Dracovish with Dynamax active, so hey, Cramorant, y'all are sleeping on Cramorant. Cramorant is legit. Cramorant is awesome. So we're going to go for Roost here. I'm probably going to die to Vicious Rend, but, like, what can I really do about that? Like, I can't do much. And we're actually faster than Dracovish. Interesting, so I must be Choice Banded. Okay, I just trying to sack off my Cramorant there, but we're actually able to outspeed. He's going to go for Vicious Rend, which will hit my Rocky Helmet. And oh my god, that's so much damage. Dracovish is insane, but we'll be able to Roost stall him down, which is ideal for me. I'm actually just going to go for Roost again. Like, what can Dracovish really do about that? Like, he's just going to get Toxic stalled and Helmet stalled down, so overall, I'm perfectly fine with this. And my opponent's actually going to switch out of Dracovish. Cramorant just forced out Dracovish. That is amazing. He's going to bring out the Pina Colada, the Ludicolo. That's a cool name for Ludicolo. My opponent's nicknames are actually pretty good. I like the Ferrothorn name. I think it was Armorant. I think that's a Breath of the Wild reference. Or maybe it's the streamer reference, the cam girl streamer. I'm not trying to throw shade or anything, but that's just who she is. Okay, I'm sorry. If you guys are a fan of Armorant, I'm sorry. I think I clicked Dive because I'm faster. Or not faster, I'm slower, and I should be able to live one hit from Ludicolo, I think. So we'll see. My opponent actually goes for Giga Drain. We should be able to live this. As we're able to live, okay, that's really good for us. And he gets all of his health back. Okay, that wasn't very good for us, but we'll be able to go for the dive right here. And I should have checked how many rain turns were left, because if the rain wears off here, no! Damn it. Because now I'm going to be faster than this. Crap, I should have checked the rain turns. I should have roosted. I'm so bad. Okay, well, I guess Cramorant isn't going to solo Ludicolo, unfortunately. God dang it, that was so bad for me. But it's okay. We got the Pikachu in our mouth, guys. We got the Pikachu in our mouth. So Giga Drain's going to knock us out. That's fine. That's fine, because now we can just shoot the Pikachu at his face and do, like, okay damage. That did okay damage. So down goes my Cramorant to the Giga Drain. But that's fine. Cramorant actually did a lot of work. Cramorant nearly soloed this rain team, to be honest. Like, if I actually played well and roosted instead of going for dive, I honestly think Cramorant could have soloed this Ludicolo. Okay, so now I think my play is to bring in Verlis Waifu, because Verlis Waifu hasn't done anything this entire game, and I want to bring in Verlis Waifu right here. So we're going to bring in Verlis Waifu, my Choice Banded Obstagoon, which gets hit by poison, which means we have Choice Banded, Guts Boosted, Facade, and I have Bulk Up for some reason. I don't know about that one. That was not the smartest call. I thought I was... Okay, well, I don't know what. Choice Banded Bulk Up is the play. This team is like Verlis level bad, so it's understandable that I have Choice Banded Bulk Up. He's actually going to switch back out into his Pelipper. And I'm assuming this Pelipper is just going to die to Facade, right? Like, this Pelipper is 100% dead to Facade right here. And yeah, Facade's going to hit this Pelipper, and that should just knock him out. Yep, goodbye, Pelipper. Oh, this Pokemon's so funny. So down goes Pelipper to the Facade, and yeah, we're doing pretty good right now. We're doing pretty good right now. At this point, I'm pretty sure Conkeldurr cleans up with Mach Punch, and Jolteon cleans up, so we're doing pretty good. He's going to bring back out the Ludicolo, which takes damage from spikes, and I'm probably going to die from Hydro Pump or something, so goodbye Obstagoon, but it's all good. It's all good. So my opponent's going to go for the Weather Ball. I didn't know Ludicolo got that. That's really cool. Jolteon actually gets Weather Ball as well, so I should have given Jolteon Weather Ball, but I did not because I'm stupid. So down goes Obstagoon to Weather Ball. It only got one kill, but like versus the Rain team, Obstagoon's pretty bad. So down goes Ludicolo to the Poison, I think? Yep, Ludicolo's going to die from poison, and all that's left is to murder this Dracovish. So I'm going to bring out my... Who should I finish this off with? Clown Emoji or Jolteon? I'm going to finish this off with Jolteon. Actually, no, I'm going to use Clown Emoji, because Clown Emoji has not done anything this entire game. So we're going to bring Clown Emoji right here. And my opponent's last is the Draco Fish. 3 minutes left! Oh god, I hate this new timer so much, but thankfully it's not going to impact this game. He's going to bring an Eye Bite, the Draco Fish, which will indeed be in range of Mach Punch. And this Draco Fish is so broken it can live a Mach Punch, but I honestly doubt that. I'm going to go for the Mach Punch right here. And that should just finish off this game. I'm going to go for Mach Punch, easy clap, down goes Draco Fish to the Mach Punch, and we're able to defeat my opponent who has a busted Rain team with reverse T-Spikes. So I thought I was totally doomed at team preview, not even going to lie, but apparently my team came in clutch. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle featuring reverse T-Spikes. I did redeem myself with the stupid court change mechanics because, you know, reverse sticky webs failed, but we were able to redeem ourselves with reverse T-Spikes. And let me get you guys a rental code for this team real quick. Here we go. I did adjust the items on Conkeldurr and Obstagoon. Obviously, Choice Band Bulk Up isn't the most viable strategy. And then we gave Conkeldurr Assault Vest because it was supposed to have Assault Vest, but of course I gave it Big Root on accident, so now it has AV. So if you do want to torture yourself and utilize this team, here is the rental code if you're interested in trying it out. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed this battle video and really want to support my channel, the best way of doing so is leaving a like on the video. I very much appreciate that. It really helps me out. And if you didn't like the video, please be sure to leave a dislike and any constructive criticism in the comments down below and how I can improve my content. I'd very much appreciate that because I'm always trying to improve as a content creator and as a person. So if you have any sort of ideas and a way I can accomplish that, leave that in the comments down below. But yeah, I'll also ask a question of the day for you guys. Who is your favorite evolution in general, or who is your favorite evolution to use in competitive battling? My favorite evolution in general is Espeon. Espeon's my favorite evolution. It's been one of my favorite Pokemon for the longest time. Psychic typing in an evolution, and it gets magic bounce. It's like beautiful. I really love Espeon. It's also decent and competitive. It's not like amazing, but it's still pretty good. But yeah, that's the question of the day. Thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. I do have a Discord server if you're interested in joining that. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. And yeah, that'll do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. I love you all very much. And I'll check you guys in my next video. Bye.